Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today we're going to do something that I promised I was going to do sooner. We are going to be talking about my elimination, how I rate Elimination Chamber from 1 to 10. But first we have to see what I rate each match before we give the whole show a rating. We're going to go from what I rate the lowest to the highest. Okay. The first match we're going to be talking about is Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. You know my opinion already. I didn't think this even deserved to be part of the show. So, the match was okay, but it wasn't that good at all. I don't blame Tiffany Stratton or Trish Stratus for this. I believe Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. So this is the lowest rating with the 3. I thought this was abysmal at best, but it's watchable. It's not like, hey, this is real bad. Like, it's not watchable, but it's not the best match of the whole night. And I think knowing that what comes next after this just made this a waste of time. Because it was always supposed to be Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte at the end of this. Why couldn't Tiffany Stratton defend her title? Okay. The next match, the second lowest rating of the whole night, which is Bianca Belair defeating in the Elimination Chamber match for the Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania 41, was the winner Bianca Belair. By the way, Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus won that match. Winner Bianca Belair defeated Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. This gets a 5. It feels like the the Elimination Chambers were almost an afterthought of the whole show. So this one gets a 5. It wasn't terrible, but it was boring. It was quite boring. Because you had to watch them all take their entrances. Nothing interesting happened. No one climbed the chambers. No one did much of anything. And knowing that Bianca Belair won and not facing Rhea Ripley this year, instead of facing Io Sky, just makes this useless to me. People want to see. I feel like the only reason why Bianca won and is facing Io Sky is so Bianca Belair could keep her WrestleMania streak alive. It should be special. Because now we all know Bianca Belair is winning the title. It isn't going to be surprising to anybody. And Naomi getting kicked out of the match and not able to compete in it was just a complete waste of time, in my opinion, to have her in the match. But overall, as I said, this gets a 5. The first match got a 3. And now we're going to the third match. And this is the middle ground, which is an Elimination Chamber match for an Undisputed Championship match at WrestleMania 41. John Cena defeated CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Seth Rollins. This match was good, but it just felt like everyone else got eliminated too quickly. The only reason why this match was here is to give Seth Rollins a reason to hate CM Punk, really, and Drew McIntyre to hate Damian Priest for WrestleMania. Other than that, it wasn't too special, you know. John Cena and CM Punk and Seth Rollins was the best part of the match. And they were half of what made this match 32 minutes. If you cut out everyone else was eliminated 18 minutes into the match. So it was like, so there was almost like 20 minutes of Seth Rollins and CM Punk fighting because John Cena acted like he was hurt the whole time and then won the match. This match ultimately gets like a 6. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like a overall like bar burner of a match. Especially, but what happened at the end of it with John Cena turning into a heel was good, but I'm not counting that as part of the match. So, and I won't be counting that into the final score because that would be unfair. Because I'm talking about just match quality. If I was talking about the Rock stuff, this whole thing would of course get a 10, but I'm not going based on a Rock. Okay, the next match and the highest rated match of the all night is the unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens, who defeated Sami Zayn. This match gets a 10 out of 10. It's the best match by far of the whole Elimination Chamber match. I feel like this match is going to be remembered for decades. It was really good. Randy Orton came back after the match. And the reason why but as I said, Randy Orton returning is not the reason why I'm giving it a high score. The reason why I'm giving it the high score, the highest I could possibly give it, is because it was a really entertaining matches. Kevin Owens got his butt whooped. Sami Zayn got his butt whooped. And then, like, Sami Zayn came out of nowhere and he eventually lost, but it was like he had a lot of heart and determination before losing. So, ultimately, this was the best match of the night by far. Everything else, the Elimination Chambers, felt like an afterthought because everything ended so quickly. They ended so quickly. Bianca Belair winning made the most sense. Naomi didn't even compete in the match. She got eliminated with 3 minutes in the match. John Cena, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins were the main focus of this whole match, so it was really no point of having them in there if that's going to be your whole plan. So ultimately, this show is about a 5. I rate this whole show about a 5. Even Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn couldn't help this show that I consider to be so in the middle that it's not good, it's not bad, it's just decent. There's some decent stuff and there's some great stuff. But the two highlights of the show were The Rock and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn by far. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to be biased because John Cena's winning this. I'm going to be brutally honest about the whole match as a whole. I felt like the match ended way too quickly for me to get involved or interested into the women's match, and I feel like either of the two women's matches, I felt like I just felt like even the two Elimination Chambers were mediocre at best. When the best match is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and it's not for a title shot at WrestleMania, you know you've done something wrong. And when your worst match involves and when there's no title matches at all, you know your show. I feel like this was a big rip-off for the fans. So that's the other reason why it's getting a 5. No title matches whatsoever. Just opportunities for titles. Which is okay and all good, but ultimately, that's the reason why it gets a 5. Goodbye.